The sun, a celestial inferno, a churning ball of plasma fusing hydrogen into helium for billions of years. It is the anchor of our solar system, holding planets in its gravitational embrace. And for us, on this pale blue dot called Earth, it is the wellspring of life. But what if this cosmic giant, this giver of life, were to suddenly blink out? What if the light that has bathed our world for eons were to vanish in an instant? Imagine a day like any other. The year is 2024. You wake up to the gentle warmth of the sun streaming through your window. Birds are singing, a gentle breeze rustles the leaves, and the world is alive with the promise of a new day. But then, without warning, the light begins to fade. The air turns cold, a chill seeping into your bones. The birds fall silent, their joyful songs replaced by an eerie quiet. You look up, a sense of dread gripping your heart, and see it, or rather, what's missing. The sun, your sun, is gone. We take for granted the sun's light, the way it bathes our world in its warm glow. But that light, traveling at the unimaginable speed of 186,000 miles per second, still takes time to reach us. 8 minutes, to be precise. 8 minutes from the moment the sun vanishes, the last rays of sunlight will fall upon the earth. 8 minutes, and then darkness. The darkness won't be like any night you've experienced before. It won't be the comforting darkness that blankets the world after sunset, filled with the twinkling of stars and the gentle glow of the moon. This will be a different kind of darkness, a deep, all-encompassing blackness that chills the soul and whispers of an uncertain future, a darkness that signals the beginning of a long, unforgiving night. As the last rays of sunlight fade, panic will grip the world. The temperature will plummet rapidly. Within hours, the average global temperature will drop below freezing. Within days, it will be cold enough to freeze the surface of the oceans. The once teeming ecosystems of our planet will begin to collapse. Plants, deprived of the sunlight they need for photosynthesis, will wither and die. Animals, their food sources disappearing, will succumb to the cold and starvation. The delicate web of life, woven over billions of years, will begin to unravel. But what about us? What about humanity? We are, after all, a resourceful species. We have survived ice ages and natural disasters. But this is different. This is an existential threat unlike any we have ever faced. Without the sun, our planet will become a frozen wasteland, a chilling testament to the fragility of life in the face of cosmic indifference. A glimmer in the dark seeking earthly solutions. Faced with this unimaginable catastrophe, humanity's survival will hinge on our ability to adapt and innovate. Our first line of defense will be to harness existing technologies, to find ways to generate heat and energy in a world without the sun. Our cities, designed for a world bathed in sunlight, will become frigid traps. We will need to find new ways to grow food, to purify water, to maintain the basic necessities of life in a world plunged into perpetual darkness. Our hope lies in our ingenuity, in our ability to use science and technology to overcome even the most daunting challenges. We have already made significant strides in harnessing alternative energy sources, and these advancements could hold the key to our survival in a sunless world. The power of the atom, nuclear reactors, and geothermal energy. Nuclear power, long a subject of debate, could become our lifeline in a world without the sun. Nuclear reactors, capable of generating vast amounts of energy from relatively small amounts of fuel, could provide the heat and electricity needed to sustain human life. We have already constructed nuclear power plants around the world, and scaling up this technology could provide a stopgap measure, buying us precious time as we search for more permanent solutions. Geothermal energy, harnessed from the Earth's internal heat, offers another promising avenue. By tapping into the vast reserves of thermal energy beneath the Earth's surface, we could power our cities and provide heat for our homes. Geothermal power plants, already operational in some parts of the world, could be expanded and refined to meet the energy demands of a sunless world. Seeking refuge, the promise of underground cities. As the surface of our planet becomes increasingly inhospitable, we may need to seek refuge underground. Deep beneath the surface, insulated from the freezing temperatures and harsh conditions above, we could create self-sustaining habitats, powered by geothermal energy and illuminated by artificial light. These underground cities, once the stuff of science fiction, could become our haven, our last bastion of civilization in a dying world. Life underground would be a far cry from the life we are accustomed to, but it would offer a chance for survival, a glimmer of hope in the face of overwhelming darkness. We would need to develop new ways of growing food, perhaps through hydroponics or vertical farming, and find ways to maintain a sense of community and purpose in a world confined to artificial environments. Reaching for the stars. The quest for an artificial sun. While our immediate focus would be on survival, humanity's long-term future might depend on our ability to develop even more audacious technologies. Imagine for a moment the possibility of creating an artificial sun, a man-made star to illuminate our world. While this might seem like the stuff of science fiction, the seeds of such technologies are already being sown in laboratories around the world. Nuclear fusion, the process that powers the sun itself, could hold the key to our energy future. Unlike nuclear fission, which involves splitting atoms and produces hazardous waste, nuclear fusion involves fusing atoms together, releasing vast amounts of energy without producing long-lived radioactive byproducts.